Customs and Border Protection seizing a massive haul of 758 pounds of liquid meth hidden in the fuel tank of a bus trying to get into the United States. This comes after officers recently intercepted more than $1.4 million in fentanyl, cocaine, and meth over just a 2-day period. With us now, Derek Maltz, a former DEA Special Ops Division agent. Agent Maltz, it's great to see you. I just want to put, if I can, that picture back up of the 750 or part of the 758 pounds of meth, liquid meth that was found. And I want to point out, it's interesting because this was brought in by a male driver who was applying for entry into the United States, which I'm assuming is a good indicator that the cartels are using this crush of migrants at the border to get drugs into this country.
Trace, thank you very much. First of all, the Mexican cartels have made a business decision to make as much money as they can, not only from the drug smuggling, but the migrant smuggling from migrants around the world, not just, Central America. But let's make it clear. They have made billions of dollars from flooding our country. There's a tsunami of drugs hitting the streets, methamphetamine, fentanyl, but actually the end result is what I'm concerned about. These are the kids that are dying from the poisonous drugs coming from the cartels. And they're working with the Chinese transnational criminals, Trace. That's another thing that nobody's really talking about. We have a national security crisis like we've never seen. Just talk to the families that are losing their loved ones from the poisonous fentanyl and the methamphetamine. You look at the DEA and CBP and HSI seizures, 2,500 pounds, 1,900 pounds in Dallas, another 3,000 pounds in San Diego, 2,000 pounds of meth in L.A. But the thing is what people don't realize is the Chinese lab operators are producing the precursor chemicals, sending them to the cartels. They're making the stuff in labs and then bombing our country with these poisonous drugs. The other thing, why the liquid meth is coming over, they have conversion labs all over our country, too.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You put up the picture of all the kids who have died because of overdoses, primarily a lot of those fentanyl overdoses. And I want to put these numbers on the screen of fentanyl because I find this kind of astounding. In 2018, they found 1 pound of fentanyl. In 2019, 2 pounds. 2020, 9 pounds. Look at 2021 so far, and we've got 6 months left in the year, 41 pounds. And it's important to point out, Agent Maltz, that, 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. If 41 pounds was found, how much got in?
Well, Trace, first of all, CBP does a great job at statistics. This year so far, 7,450 pounds of fentanyl has been seized, and that is a 306% increase from last year in the first 8 months. 1 kilogram can kill 500,000 people based on the medical, analysis of fentanyl. The DEA lab has determined that 26% of the pills that they seize in America that they've analyzed have a lethal dose of fentanyl. In Phoenix DEA alone, in 2015, there was 0 pills seized. In 2020, there were 6 million pills. And that's one DEA office of the Mexi-Oxy pills that are killing kids at record levels. But nobody's talking about it on the mainstream media.
It's a stunning number. I've got 10 seconds left. Do you have a remedy? Do you have a solution? Anything you can offer?
Well, one thing we've been trying to do is declare the Mexican cartels as terrorists and get the unity of effort going with the best and brightest in America to go after these labs, go after the money, and go after the chemicals. We need China to regulate the chemical flow into Mexico, and that will help with the supply. And then we have to deal with the demand, obviously. We have a lot of people addicted that need help.
Yeah, that is a problem. Derek Maltz, great to have you on, sir. Thank you.
Former Education Secretary Bill Bennett. He's a Fox News contributor. But while we have you, if we could start with something that Trace just did an interview with former DEA agent Derek Maltz. And he was talking about the amount of meth, liquid meth that was found. How they found it, I don't even know. But the amounts that are being found, it's stunning to me. And given your experience and background, I thought we'd get your take on that.
Yeah, I was the first drug czar, and so I was very interested to listen to Mr. Maltz talking to Trace. Trace asked him at the end what could be done. He got it exactly right. Declare the cartels foreign terrorist organizations, just like we did with Al-Qaeda. This fentanyl is poisoning our children, killing our children. Declare them that, then you don't have to wait for them to come into the United States to deal with them. You can deal with them there. Governor Abbott, who's just mentioned, has written President Biden to suggest that, to ask for that. Others should too. The increase is enormous, and it's going to be consequential in the lives of our children. We're going to die. A lot of kids are going to die because of this.
Do you know why, sir, that they haven't done that in terms of declaring them a terrorist organization? I've never understood that.
I don't know why they haven't done it. Perhaps the discussions with Mexico, but I think Mexico would be very pleased to hear that. They may not say that, but I think they'd be very pleased to hear that.
Right.